So here's the Eastern Red Cedar Bushcraft bow all finished up, and I just wanted to kind of explain what I do to finish it up after I'm done making it. So I took some coconut oil, like so, and I got some on my fingertips and just rubbed that in. Then when I'm done doing that, I took a piece of antler and burnished it. You're just going around compressing all those fibers, getting rid of any rough spots, any sharp corners, anything like that, rubbing that in. On Eastern Red Cedar, you want to stay away from these pin knots, just leave them alone, just kind of work around them. If you try to take a knife and cut them off and smooth it, it's gonna break right there. Especially, I mean, with any wood, but especially with Eastern Red Cedar. Then you want to wax your string, and you could probably use oil if you didn't have bowstring wax, but I have bowstring wax. So just rub that on there, then rub it in with your fingers. Then I went ahead and served it and put a leather wrap on the handle, but that's all kind of optional. I also wanted to talk about survival bows and bushcraft bows. A lot of people will try to say that it's not worth taking the time and spending the calories to make one, and there's a lot of variables that go into that. Whether you are proficient with a bow and arrow, whether you've ever made one before, things like that. But one of the things they never talk about is the mental aspect that having something like this provides you with, and it gives you a feeling of you're doing something about your situation, and it gives you the capability to actively hunt, and I think that that's important. And you know, if you're truly in a survival situation, you're probably going to be bored a lot, so why not? And that's kind of my view on it. So anyways, next video I'm gonna make is probably gonna go over making these arrows with shell casing on it for a blunt tip. Also, real quick, I wanted to mention that this bow came out to 35.9 pounds at 27 inches. The brace looks a little goofy, but this limb had natural reflex to it, and this limb had natural deflex to it. But when I draw it back, you'll see that it has, and then also there's a knot right here and a knot right here where I had to leave some extra wood. But you'll see when I draw it back, the tiller is actually pretty good. Hopefully you can see that.